Here we don't teach money, but we talk about it because talking is the first step to teaching. What do you need for a book review? You need a book and some quick notes. So let's start. Welcome to a brand new episode of Money Talks Unscripted. I'm your host Pallavi. Today I'm not going to talk about your money life, but what's your plan B? Yes, that's the name of the book. This is a book by Avinash Kulkarni. As promised, I've done the book review of this. Avinash has over 21 years of experience in the corporate world. He extensively writes about productivity, about work-life balance, about having a hobby. And in this book, What's Your Plan B? He gives a glimpse of all of this. So here's my 5-point review. Number 1. Everyone will relate to this. Yes, this book is very relatable because all of us have gone through this, especially during the lockdown. All of us have gone through anxiety. All of us have gone through a fear of whether we'll have this job or we'll lose this job. And this book talks about all of this. Number 2. This book is quite a myth buster. It bursts myth around job security, around fear and anxiety of a job loss, which I'm sure most of you have seen during the lockdown. If not with you, but with your colleagues, with your seniors, with your juniors, with your interns. We see a massive job loss during the lockdown, and it has highlighted all these things. And most importantly, this talks about having a plan B. And you know what, friends? Honestly, even I thought plan B is something we do when we fail, but that's not the case. Plan B is something that prepares you for a failure. Number 3. This book is divided into 4 sections and some subsections and some sub-chapters, which is a little confusing at points. But nevertheless, my favorite is the part 2, which has some real life stories of people who bounced back during a downturn, during a bad phase of their life. And the 4th one, which is actually talking about the framework of Plan B, that remains the best chapter because that's the solution provider. So the flow of the book is something like addressing the problem, discussing the symptoms, and lastly giving you a solution of what you should do and how you can have a Plan B. So the whole book sums up to this. Number 4. The book talks about the most important aspect of life which somehow is overlooked, ignored and not much talked about: having a hobby. Avinash has given some references, some websites where you can find out what your hobby is, and if you don't have one, why you should pick it. Number 5. The book largely talks about being aware, being calm. If you are into self-help books, if you like spiritual books, this is a must read for you. That's all in the book review. In the next video, we'll get you Avinash Kulkarni. If you have any questions from the author, do write it in the comment section. Thanks for watching Money Talks Unscripted.